Okay, the 2016 Hoops in the Sun Roundball Classic at Orchard Beach. Game 2, the G-Stack's favorite nephew of the game winner. He's won 1 million of them. There's no stranger to superstardom. Scoochie Smith. Scoochie, I can't tell you enough how the fans, they look for you to do the stuff that you do. But what is it at Orchard Beach that just brings out all this miraculous play?
Just coming out for the community. And, this is the city that I live in, the Bronx. And just doing it for them. They support me so much, so it's just me trying to get back the best way I can.
And, you came through our youth league. You're an inspiration to the little guy down the block on the youth league. You're an inspiration to the whole community. And by you coming here every week, you got to know that it lifts up the tournament, lifts up the community. Does it give you extra energy when you come out here and know the fans expect to see you?
Yeah, a little bit, because, when they know that I'm coming out here, I know they expect a little more than some other players. So, I got to put on a good show for them and represent.
And you're in the backcourt with one of the most explosive guards, a former MVP, could have made the NBA, Dwight Hardy. And you guys seem to mesh together. Is it both of y'all deciding that, hey, two stars can be on the same team?
Yeah, I think, when he's just a good basketball player, you know how to play with good people. Dwight Hardy, I used to look up to him, watch him play when he was in high school and everything. He used to play with some kids that lived in the same projects as me, so just looking up to him and just watching him be able to mesh with him is good for me.
And we don't want to hold you up, Scooch. You did a great thing at Dayton. The city was so proud of you. You went to the NCAA tournament. I know it was a lift for me personally. I just wanted to know for the fans, when they see R2K on the schedule, is it almost certain that we can see Scoochie Smith?
Yeah, whenever I'm come home, I'm always down to play. I love basketball. I love it too much. And just watching R2K growing up, I always wanted to be a part of what they had coming up, and I'm just glad to have the opportunity. Okay,
so the R2K 2013 champions came out winning today. Scoochie Smith, the G-Stack's favorite nephew of the game. For Uncle G-Stack, for Scoochie Smith, for Randy Cruz, we out of here, and thank you, Scooch.
Thank you.
This is Bobby C. for the Hoops in the Sun Spotlight, and our spotlight turns, and this is a really big honor to have with us today on the show a Bronx native and Jarrid Famous, who's doing some big things on the basketball court. Jarrid, thanks so much for joining us today.
Not a problem. I'm glad that you asked me to be here.
So now you're a Ben Gordon team. You're in the park today putting together a great performance. You have the game-high 20 points. Your team collects the victory. Final score 79-72 over Jolie's crew. This first half of this game was completely dominated by Ben Gordon. Be great. And you had an excellent first half, including a jam at the end of the second quarter that really showed your athleticism.
Yes, we wanted to come out and play hard. We're starting off bad. We was 1-2 coming into this game, so we needed to win. So the first half, we wanted to show that we're here for business and we're here to win this game, and that's it.
Jarrid, you get to talk to me a little bit here in the post game as we went on to come on to this little spotlight here, and you were saying about how difficult it is when you have such a short summer season to try to get all of these victories to be in line for good playoff positioning.
Yes, because
you make a great point.
Like you said, it's a short summer. And it's great teams in here. And, we can't lose to teams that we're supposed to win because before you know it, when playoffs come, we might not be in it. So that's why I came out here and made it a fact that I came out here to play because we need the wins. We're the defending champions, and we want to come out and win it again. Nobody wants to go home early this summer. We want to be at the same spot we was, pouring the champagne again at Hoops in the Sun.
So, Jarrid, as a Bronx guy, for me, it's a huge honor, like I said, to have you here in the spotlight and to see a guy that came up through the grassroots of basketball here in the borough, to be a star at Orchard Beach and here in the Bronx. And just for you, what does it mean to kind of give back? Because this is community basketball at its finest.
Yes, it means a lot. Just like you said, the crowd here is great. The fans and the kids growing up, like you see on that side, they watch me. And I want to show them that it's possible to do it. Coming from the Bronx, they can see somebody from the Bronx made it. And I just want to go out there and play hard and put a show on for the fans and for everybody out here.
Jarrid Famous, our Hoops in the Sun spotlight today, a game-high 20 points, leading his Ben Gordon All-Stars to victory. And, Jarrid, for me, it's not too long ago that I was getting a chance to cover you in the Big East, and you were a dominating performer there. And now, just weeks away from joining the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Summer League, for you, you've been, kind of chasing the dream the last couple years.
Yes.
What has it been like to pursue that NBA dream?
Like, it's a journey, like you said, and it has its ups and downs. But at the end of the day, I'm doing something that I love to do, so I cannot complain. I just go out there and let my hard work show, and wherever it leads me, it leads me. Like you said, I'm at Summer League with the Timberwolves, but at the end of the day, I'm just putting in the hard work, and it's going to pay off. And one day it's going to pay off, and I hope it's this summer. If not, I'm going to keep going till I can't anymore, and that's just the type of person I am. I'm never going to give up.
Now, you've been starring in places like the D-League, and for you personally, when you get contracts or when you see guys reach out to you like the Dallas Mavericks, and they kind of basically tell you that, you know what, you're talented enough to play in the NBA, which is such an honor in and of itself.
Yes.
Does it sink into you that growing up playing here in the Bronx, that you are living your dream, even if you're not solidified in the NBA just yet, you are living your dream?
Yes, I am living my dream. Growing up, basketball took me a long way. Like you said, I'm a kid from the Bronx, grew up in Edenwald Projects, and it took me a long way. So I can't complain. I feel I belong on the NBA court, and my job is to go out there and keep showing it until somebody gives me an opportunity. And that's what I got to do. I got to keep working to keep showing that I belong there so I can stick.
Now, as the voice of the league, I don't get a chance to actually dribble the ball out there on the hardwood, or I should say the blacktop, the asphalt of the street ball league. But for you, is there a way that you could describe to the fans who would maybe never get a chance to play on as high a level of a pro-am like this, what kind of competition is out there, and how does it help your game professionally?
It's great competition. That's why I came out today to prepare me for Summer League. This is a great place to go out and prepare you to get ready to go play against the big dogs, because you have a lot of the big dogs here, great talent, and it helps me prepare for my game. So I love coming out and playing the hoops in the sun, just mentally and physically going here with my friends, family. It's a lot that goes on that helps me mentally prepare for the game.
And Jarrid, to have a guy like Ben Gordon in your corner, I mean, what does that say?
Oh, that's a great feeling. He comes out here and he believes in us, and he helps us a lot. So it's great, to have another NBA person who's been there, knows the road, been there a lot of years. So it's an honor.
Now, some of your teammates, too, because I know you've always been one of the most humble stars. I mean, I think when people see you here in the park, they can approach you and say, hey, I want to take a picture, or hey, can you sign me an autograph, or hey, tell me about your college days, or even playing professionally, and you're very good about that. For you, what does it say about being one of those guys that can be approachable? Because there's so many guys that aren't.
Well, I don't know. I can't speak for the guys that aren't. This is just how I was raised. My father, I want people, like in my case, for my kids. If my kids see an idol, somebody they look up to, I want my kids to be able to approach them and, don't feel that the person's going to turn them down. So it's a lot of people out here that, like you said, know I'm from the Bronx and want to know my story. And I want to tell them my story, because my story might help somebody one day, as somebody's story helped me be the way I'm at.
And Jarrid Famous, a team-first guy. Before we let you go today, speak a little bit about the teammates that are making this happen as your team pursues defending its crown.
First we have to start with Coach Javon. He's a great coach. And then another leader is Jomo. And then it trickles down to me. I'm the one on the court, the floor general. I'm the most experienced. Then you got Nick Murphy, who's been my teammate in the D-League. Growing up as a kid, we've been playing all over the world, really. So then you got Kadani. We got Keith, who is killing on the board right now. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. He's one of the people I mentor, and I want to see him do good because he has the talent. We just have to get him there. Like I said, like I told him today, just keep working hard. It's going to pay off. I promise you, it's going to pay off. So just the team in general, like we're family, and that's how we play. That's how we were able to get through last year, being a family, and just doing it again this year.
Well, Jarrid Famous, you got the perfect name, man, because you're definitely becoming famous here in the Bronx, doing great things here at Hoops in the Sun. And today at Game High, 20 points. He's your Hoops in the Sun spotlight. Thanks again, Jarrid.
No problem.
Okay, the 2016 Hoops in the Sun Round Ball Classic, Game 1. I'm here with the G-Stack's favorite nephew of the game. The world knows who he is. I got Big Baby out of Tennessee, and Big Baby, the triple-double today, the threes, the usual passes, known to be the best big man in the game. Why is it that you love to perform at Orchard Beach?
Man, it's just I've been playing here since I think I was 12 years old. That's a long time. It's about 15 years since it started, I think. It's just the comfort level, and then R2K, they know how I play, and they let me do whatever I want on the team to make us win.
And you have spoiled the fans. You spoiled big men all over the city. You kind of like the prototype, and for some reason or another, they can only catch you doing that stuff up here. So is it loyalty? Is it just the system you're in? But you never let the fans down up here.
I mean, that's what I think it is. I think it's just coming out here. I mean, Jose, my coach, and my teammate, we've been playing together for a long period of time, so they know my ins and outs, my do's and don'ts. So I think it's just comfort level.
And you're a professional basketball player. You get money overseas. You do a bunch of great things, and you're always back in the community. Is that just something you were raised to do? Or you feel an obligation to come back and show the kids, hey, I'm one of y'all?
I love Hoops in the Sun. I love y'all. I love the staff. I love everything. It's the only. Besides in California, it's the only place you come to a beach and play basketball. I mean, so it's actually a blessing more than anything.
And we, of course, as a staff, we love you. You've been here with us for for at least my 10 years. So when the fans see R2K on the schedule, we're not going to hold you. Can they look to see more Big Baby?
Of course. I'm going to be here every Saturday, Sunday, whenever we play and try to get another championship under my belt.
And you're one of the few guys that we see out here early. You're doing the pregame. You're always out early. You're one of the first guys in the park. What's going through your mind knowing that people expect you to have a big baby type of game?
I mean, once you become a professional, you gotta be a professional on and off the court no matter where you at in the world. You got to come up and show up because you never know. That might be somebody's first time seeing you, so you got to show out.
So for R2K, for G-Stacks, for Randy Cruz, for Big Baby, you see R2K on the schedule, go to hoopsinthesun.net and get a lot more of the big baby. Thank you.
Always love, always.
2016 Hoops in the Sun Round Ball Classic Week 4, the final game of the afternoon here with the G-Stack's favorite nephew of the game. JoJo won the award 1,000 times, so he's no stranger to being a star. But after the suspension yesterday, JoJo, I saw the focus was different. I saw, obviously, the attitude was different. You saw what you cost your team yesterday. Today, a totally different attitude, but the same output. So what was it that you thought about that had you come out today and really just change your behavior?
Yesterday, we wasn't focused. We was doing a lot of trash talking, and that's not what we come out here for. We all professionals. We come out here to play basketball, and today we just locked in and focused and did what we had to do and got the W. I got after it early, and they carried over all the way throughout the game.
And, you know, the fans up here, JoJo, they've grown to know you. You're a fan favorite. Of course, you came over from the Rosedale Trailblazers. You were with Scott Machado. You were great over there. Now you come over here to the BK Stompers. You're great again. And as a guard, I mean, what is it that inspires you to always have your best games when you're up here at Orchard?
Well, I love the beach. Like, when I first started coming up here, playing Uptown Dykeman, Hoops in the Sun, Watson, Tri-State, they showed me the most love. I came out here, I put on the show, and it just grew on me. I love it. This is one of my favorite tournaments in the city, and I'm going to come here every year and put on the show.
So the 13 points today, not nowhere near indicative of your impact. You threaded the needle. You got the big guys involved, of course. Your big three, Keanu, Buddha, A.J. West. You were able to find them and continue to have these guys happy. So what's the connection with you and these big guys where you always make them look good and vice versa?
Well, Keanu and A.J., we've been playing together since we was little, so we all decided to sacrifice this year and play together. That's why everybody points it down and everything, but we're trying to win the championship. And then we got Jay Williams, he's a great shooter. Everybody just sacrificing, doing whatever they have to do. Like, the team starts with defense. Everything is defense. Defense is going to win the ball games out here. So that's what we locking down on and doing, and a lot of teams don't like that. So that's what we get after the games, to try to win every game.
It's been a successful year at 3-1. You had a great month. You lost one game close. And going forward in July, of course, it's the playoff push. I don't think there's but one team in front of you in terms of probably Sean Bell. So what's the attitude right now in Brooklyn? You're 3-1. You'd be a playoff team if it started today. Is there an urgency that, hey, we missed the playoffs a couple of times or we didn't get what we should get of our roster? Is that really what you guys are trying to prove now as the BK Stompers?
Well, we're just playing to win, and we focused, and we locking down. We feel like we gave Sean Bell a game up here on the beach. We had the game the whole game, had a little bit of miscues on offensive rebounds, and we have some of the best rebounders in the city. So we're going to focus down, lock down on that, and then we feel we should be competing on the championship at the end of the summer up here.
And Bobby, JoJo, talk a little bit, if you can. We don't want to hold you too long. About your coach. He's probably the coach of the year to me. I love his strategy. He's able to get you guys in, get you rested, get you back out. What is the connection that got you guys 3-1 where the coach is doing a fabulous job and then it's transferring out on the floor?
All right, one thing about these street ball coaches, they get caught up in the friends and the names. My coach don't care. Whoever playing the best is going to play. Some days I might not finish. Maybe Brent Jones to carry the team down the stretch. Whoever out there and deserves the minutes is going to get the minutes, and that's why we win. And I respect my coach for that, because whoever bring their name should be playing in the game at the end of the day.
And you're in the backcourt with a great partner, Brent Jones. He's one of the better guards in the league. And then that 1-2 punch seems to be something that the league can. Do you and Brent talk? Do you guys decide, hey, nobody can hold us?
We've been playing around the whole city right now, and we ain't lose a game yet. The only game we lost was up here, so we got good continuity with each other, and we just really focused on locking down. We trying to win everything this summer.
So finally, for the fans, they've grown spoiled. They love with JoJo. You got the little nickname that my partner gave you, which is Showjo. Yeah. And we just want to know, like, when the fans see Brooklyn Stompers on the schedule, can they look to see JoJo out here doing what he did today?
Yeah, I'm going to bring it every day, man. This year, I'm like, my scoring down, but I'm throwing a lot of passes, man. A lot of downs up here. It's just fun out here, man. I love it, man. I appreciate y'all.
And you've been a favorite nephew time after time. I don't know what our connection is. I talk to you after every game. You always seem to listen. You come back. You do exactly. So just for me as an uncle and a guy that really kind of adopted you, you come out here and you do exactly what the fans ask to do. So for JoJo Swift, for Uncle G Stacks, for Randy Cruz, for Hoops in the Sun, we'll be looking for more of that JoJo action right out here at the beach.
I appreciate that, man.
Thank you, man.